Tarun, you are on mute. Hi, sorry, I think there is some technical issue. Uh, Tarun,
Yeah. Hi, Ribu. Hi, good
yeah,
evening, everyone. Welcome to our event for study abroad. In the event, we'll be highlighting a lot of important factors that can influence your decision in terms of prioritizing the course, in terms of prioritizing the country, because we'll be covering like in and out the entire decision making process, whether we are talking about the top careers wherein we have in the presentation and also in the discussion included top careers in terms of the countries domains. Together with that, we have also looked at the universities for that specific career. What are the majors that you should be opting for in which universities? Followed by we have options of stay back in that country. What are the visas, general career opportunities, general ROI on your investment for your overall education, including your tuition fees and your living as well. So uh, I have with me my team member Sejal also. Jitin sir will also join in some time. So he'll be also taking care of overall discussion, providing his expertise on everything basically. So that'll be very helpful for you. Rubu, if you can just move to the next slide, please. Right. So right now, I mean, we all know energy, renewable energy engineering. If someone is looking for science engineering courses, bachelor's, master's, that is a program you can think of taking. You have masters in renewable energy engineering offered by top universities in Germany, Netherlands, Australia, and Finland. So when we have mentioned the destination, the countries, we have also kind of taken care of the career opportunities later on. So as an industry, the demand overall, and of course the right course offered by the universities. So if we talk about specific to renewable energy engineering, what are the top institutions globally? We have a very known universities in Europe, which is Technical University of Denmark. We also have University of New South Wales, UNSW Australia, a very good university, Delft University of Technology, Netherlands would rank approximately top 30, 40 for engineering courses. Alto University, Finland, an ideal choice to study anything which is renewable energy and engineering in this domain. Uh, Second, Rivu, can you just move to the next slide, please? Within CS, if you're opting for AI and ML specifically, we have again a top choice still because of recent news, investment budgets on an economic level of a country and global also, a huge investment scope with AI and ML both. So again, the top country to go and study for AI and ML still remains the traditional ones: US, UK, Germany, and Singapore. Very amazing universities, top ranked universities, whether it's TUs in Germany, whether it's Russell Group in the UK, or in the USA, we have Ivies followed by community colleges, private Ivies, and top tech institutes like Georgia Tech, Purdue, Virginia Tech, and so on. Again, the top universities in US, UK, Germany for AI and ML. We have CMU in the US, Cambridge again, Technical University of Munich, and in Singapore, National University of Singapore. Of course, we have a lot of good universities apart from what we have in the presentation right now, like NTU. In UK, we have Manchester, Edinburgh, Scotland, Glasgow as well, Heidelberg in Germany, followed by a lot of universities in the US as well. So again, the top job-oriented course, AI and ML, is still in demand. And if as a student, if you're interested in this field, you should definitely opt for. Next slide, please, Ribu. So, I mean, earlier we were looking mostly on a bachelor's level, on a master's level as well. We go for a computer science, but we can also look for, because this is a top job oriented course. Though you can study computer science, but from a job oriented scenario strategy, you have to specialize into one domain. So, cybersecurity right now for at least 10 years, 15 years would remain the top high paying jobs with huge opportunities globally. Again, the top institutes would be mostly in the US. I mean, it's everywhere, but if we compare on a global level, it's going to be in the US, UK, Singapore, and Australia. We have Warwick, Singapore University of Technology and Design, UNSW in Australia for cybersecurity. So you can go with masters in cybersecurity. On a bachelor's level, you can take major cybersecurity and computer science and other combination of the courses as such. Next, please, Rivu. Uh, so, within bio plus maths and tech, again, the courses we already know we have a common course which is biotech, but in terms of jobs, it is it's one of the stable course and subject if can be combined or studied on a separate level. Bioinformatics is something that will be in demand based on any medical innovation that's going to happen with any country for that matter. These are like job oriented courses uh, in terms of you know the, the the career opportunities, industry, and of course we talk about where to go and study these. The ideal choice would remain US. Ireland also is really good with bioinformatics, even biotech, also comparatively cheaper than US, and to an extent Singapore also. Germany on a bachelor's level, we would not recommend biotech, bioinformatics, but on a master's level, yes, of course, it's a good option to go with. Specific to biotech, bioinformatics, the universities, we have John Hopkins, or we have a student who is actually going for this program for the coming intake. UCD, Heidelberg University, Germany, a public university, huge infrastructure, amazing innovation, and of course, NUS in Singapore. Uh, Next, please, Ribu. Now within marketing or business management, we all know BBA, we all know analytics also, we know entrepreneurship, but something which is more in demand again from a job oriented courses, we have digital marketing and e-commerce. So because a lot of startups are happening everywhere, even the existing brands and companies, they are trying to navigate and be successful in their digital marketing strategy, right? Because they have their existing client base. uh, every company is looking for a significant growth. So somewhere digital marketing and e-commerce gives them a huge scope of growth. And together with such, they need a digital marketing team. In from an industry point of view also, I mean, if you start your marketing firm, digital marketing firm. You can get a lot of outsourcing, of clients where they're paying huge amount depending on their company size, the campaigns and overall budget for marketing. But again, a huge demand would go at least for another 10-15 years. A lot of good universities again in the US, UK, Singapore, and Ireland that I've mentioned specifically within marketing and e-commerce. So we have UC Berkeley. Leeds is also an amazing university to specific marketing and also communication in combination of the subjects. Amazing, courses being offered at Leeds, specific to marketing and combination with entrepreneurship, communication, public relations, advertisement, brand management, and list goes on and on. SMU in Singapore, again, a perfect choice if you want to go somewhere in near to India. Amazing faculty, job placements, I would say above 95%, and so on and so on. If budget is an issue, then DCU, Dublin City University in Ireland, is perfect choice for marketing, especially digital marketing and e-commerce. Next slide, please. So this is that. I mean, to be very honest, the prerequisite for environmental science and climate change would be science, engineering, and so on. But a good number of universities across the globe have this as an interdisciplinary course where any student coming from any background can study and put sustainability also in picture. So the combination of the subjects are very, in terms of policies, in terms of the innovation, in terms of specific to the sectors, specific to economies. All the related curriculum are generally being set from a global context. So any top university in the destinations that we have mentioned here that you can see on your screen, Germany, Finland. Finland would be an amazing choice if you want to go study anything with environmental science and climate change. Australia, the curriculum is designed in a manner that they inherit sustainability environment in every bit of their economy, in every sector. So it's kind of, I would say, for any sector, they would be hiring, the companies would be hiring, the government would be hiring people from coming from environmental science, or at least they have combination of the subjects with their major, let's say engineering or business, or for that matter, economics. uh, so if they have expertise within environmental science and climate change, the new technologies, innovation, and understanding the sector from a economic point of view as well, it's, I think they're going to be easily hired by top MNCs within the sector. There is one question I can see on my screen which says, "Is there any options or opportunity related to music related career?" Yeah, of course. Why not? So within music, depending on whether you're asking this on a bachelor's level or a master's level, you can go with producing music, so music production and engineering. uh, Basically, you can produce your own music side by side, but you can take the technical degree. You can understand the technical aspects of producing music, and can also be able to utilize the degree or the certification together with your expertise, working with, let's say, your celebrities. We call it program managers within the celebrities and music industry studios. So they hire, even with the studios, they also offer, let's say, music courses, so you can be working with them to kind of manage their, because you come from that background, so huge opportunities in terms of music as a career as well. uh, we generally tend to look this as a passion, but if you want to study formally, there are options in the UK, Manchester Music Academy, and a lot again. in France as well, in Italy as well, in US as well, in Canada as well. Canada can be a good choice for music. And of course, Australia as well, Japan as well, because we have a student. We are helping him to find a degree course with music. Let's say 3 years, he'll study technical music production plus management also enterprise later on. So I think he's going to Japan, and so on and so on. So we have one more question. Would like to know more about PG in France for data science and for some other courses. Yeah, of course. So a lot of France is an emerging destination, education destination, not just for India. India, of course, for every other country. For example, France versus Nigeria, even let's say Africa region, and a lot of international students are coming to France. Uh, Again, for data science, France is generally, I mean, if we talk about the subject, aerospace, defense, engineering is preferred in France, or any culinary, pastry, chef courses, together with hospitality management, top business schools also. For data science, you have they call it standalone universities, public universities. So France education system, if you try to understand, so they have different types of universities. So in short, it's you will be applying to any university which says University of Applied Sciences for data science, and so on and so on. So I mean, maybe Rajneesh, you can get in touch with us so we can help you in detail for France, because a lot to cover. Next, please, Rebu. Within design and architecture and urban planning, there are amazing options everywhere, uh, because construction, real estate, land, plus sustainable architecture, plus our planning on a city level, on a country level, because the top cities that we see now, in 10 years down the line, there will be new cities who will be the top cities in terms of their architecture, in terms of their innovation, in terms of the business economic corridor, and so on and so on, right? So anyone who's combining, and there's a course. So let's say in NYU, New York University, there's a course which also is a combination of information systems, or in short, computer science with urban planning. So basically using AI to plan urban cities. Very niche course, a lot of practical exposure, and so on and so on. A lot of courses are available. So Melbourne in Australia would be an ideal choice for architecture. Again, on a bachelor's level, Germany is not generally accessible because of German as a language might be would be the requirement for this course, especially. But on a master's level, you can think of, again, Technical University, Delft University of Technology, Netherlands, UCL for architecture and design and urban planning. UCL, University College London, is a perfect choice. Again, depending on which country you're aiming, we can help you, and some of the options are already listed in front of you. Next, please, Ribu. Ribu, are you there? Yeah. So as a career, game design and development courses, again, what we're talking about here is job oriented courses. So we have a lot of students, good in number, I would say, who are going on a formal degree when it comes to game design and development, together with their, uh, a combination with the business management, entrepreneurship also. So again, Singapore, UK, USA, Netherlands would be the perfect choices. Universities would be Digipan Institute of Technology, US, Abertray, Dundee, NTU, Utrecht University, Netherlands. We have one of the student going for the same program in Netherlands. Next, please. Now, so these are in the above segment of our discussion today, we have covered the top courses which are job oriented, right? Wherein if you go for that, for the specific course, the job opportunities in number, general opportunities are much higher than the current scenario. I mean, we already know there are very less jobs outside, and even in India for that matter, globally. But these courses, at least for 5, 10 years, if you study well, if you go to a good university, if you have a good portfolio, good profile, good network, you should be able to get a high paying jobs. We are also covering, special focus of the discussion would be, for the students who are still in the discussion of finalizing the universities, mostly targeted to, let's say, US, UK, Australia. You have a lot of options, better options, with less fees, good job opportunities in Gulf region also. Okay. uh, if you are aware, you would know a lot of students are already going, studying, working, and a lot of universities have their campuses in Gulf. We have given a list of certain good universities, which is, top to bottom, and a lot of emerging universities are also coming. So, for example, if we talk about, we have BITS Plani also is in Dubai campus. American University in Dubai, one of the top choices for everyone who want to take Dubai as a destination. If you're not good with, in terms of your grading, also fees, then UK University, Harriet Watt, they have campus, offers the program offered in a business domain, also some design, sustainability, global studies, a lot of, new age relevant programs are being offered. University of Wollongong, Australian universities, they have a campus in Dubai. Then Abu Dhabi University, Canadian University, Dubai, very popular in Dubai. Khalifa University, very popular with, UAE students. We have NYU Abu Dhabi also. One of the students is planning for Abu Dhabi NYU. Good job opportunities if you graduate from any of the universities mentioned here or covered in the discussion in terms of the jobs later on as well. I can see one question, career opportunities abroad with bio and psychology combination in 10th plus 2 in 12th. So biopsychology, you can combine both the courses. You study, bio and psychology anyway, but specific to bio, you can go with biomedical engineering. You can go with biotech. You can go with biology as a degree. You can go with bio plus management. You can go with bio plus bioinformatics that, as we already covered. With respect to psychology, you can go with, clinical psychology, non-clinical, you have, organizational psychology, but that comes on a master's level, so it will be mostly bachelor's in psychology, but you can take minor in economics, finance, entrepreneurship, and so on and so on, right? Again, you can, come to a center. We can discuss in person the personalized options for the student, because there's a lot to understand, specific to the subjects in the countries, and, the jobs later on, and so on and so on. So we have been working with, I would say, we work with more than 2,000, 3,000 students on a yearly basis, placing them outside India in the top universities. 80, 90% of them are able to secure the jobs. Few of them, they get an experience on terms of internships, come back, join their family business, innovate, and so on. Things are working like that. So, uh, yeah, I mean, this is something very important. If you can consider universities in Gulf, it would complement your ROI, your spending, job opportunities. Parents would be happy you're near, a lot of innovation happening. So there's no actual reason to go far. You can study nearby as well with top universities as well. Okay. So we have Jitin.
Tarun, yeah, great sharing. In fact, Gulf region, I was just remembering my last visit to Dubai, and a lot of people, they would I kept on bumping into a lot of Indians. I also interacted with some people in large corporates, and somehow Indians have done so well. A long time back, my father also worked in Oman, and in the ministry also there were people, Indians, who were working, and they have really grown. I met a person who's in private equity. He is working with a local bank, but he's a director and investing in startups and so on. So Gulf story has really taken off, and a lot of recruitment in Dubai, and now more in Abu Dhabi, and much more in Saudi Arabia also. So you'll be surprised if I tell you the numbers. About a 2 lakh students going to Gulf every year. Yeah. Have you taken the questions, Tarun? I can see a lot of questions here.
Yeah, I have whatever I can see on my screen. I did. There's one here: way to study for cinematography and directing.
I would think of institutes like Vancouver Film School, in case you're open to Canada, uh, New York Film Academy, and then we can look for institutions in uh, Europe also. Ruchi Gaur, is it better to go for Germany or USA? I'll say Germany right now, because Germany has good jobs. In fact, in the entire European region, Germany has the maximum jobs. Uh, Moon Music, I'll answer your question if you sing for us. You can sing for us. You can come join in and sing. Why not? So you can think about it. But Tarun, you can just research and tell her.
Sure, sure.
Cook with Geeta, any good college for bachelor's in psychology? Where do you want? India, UK, Australia? Where? If I'm looking at UK, almost all the top colleges have psychology. If I'm looking at Australia, so University of Melbourne. In fact, I have somebody who's just qualified for masters also there. If you're looking at other universities, University of Sydney, RMIT, Monash, cover universities for MBA and MIM. So Dhruv, if you're going for MIM, the topmost universities are, you could look at INSEAD in France. You can look at ISSEC in France or Singapore. You could look at Copenhagen Business School, then IE Business School, Spain, then Frankfurt Institute of Finance and Management. Then you could look at University of Economics Prague. They've got amazing programs with exchange programs also. So and similar universities, same universities for MBA also. I suggest you can check topuniversities.com. Check topuniversities.com. You'll understand. Class 11th career counseling, probably in core. Yes, we do that. We can do aptitude testing in career counseling. Ribu, if you can put our phone numbers, so just WhatsApp on these phone numbers. Ribu, just put up phone numbers, and they will tell you in detail how we go about it. And because you're attending this webinar, you'll also get a very good discount on it. So yeah, the phone numbers are scrolling, as you can see. You can just WhatsApp on this, and we'll be happy to help you with the finalization of careers. How do you build up your profile? How do you do activities online, offline? Which summer camps to attend? Everything in detail. Sheena is asking best institute for interior designing in India and other countries. India, I'll tell, and my international friend Tarun will tell you about outside. So if I talk about India, you can look at the following. You could be in this is CEPT Ahmedabad, a government institution, pretty good. And then you could look at JJ School of Art and Architecture, Mumbai. Then Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University has bachelor's program. DSEU is a new university, comparatively new. 4 years back they started. It's a Delhi State University, DSEU, Delhi Skills and Entrepreneurship University. Symbiosis Skill University has an interior design, and then some private institutions also have it. Though degree might be a challenge, but training wise they're fine. So check Pearl Academy and so on. Rajneesh Gaurji is asking, is GRE necessary for masters in data science in Europe? Some universities yes, but few universities you can do without GRE also. Uh, Other countries, China. So any other countries, Tarun? Can you just take up the questions which you were saying?
Yeah. So with respect to interior designing, I mean, a lot of universities in the US as well. We have Passon Schools of Design. We have Pratt. We have RISD, Rhode Island School of Design. We have, of course, New York School of Interior Design. We have Savannah, that is in the US. I don't know if you're writing it. If you think of UK, then Royal College of Art for Interior Design, UAL, Central St. Martin's Campus, is good for interior design. Glasgow School of Art is good with interior design. Manchester Metropolitan University, not the University of Manchester, but they will have a collaborate program because art school for Manchester is actually with MMU, Manchester Metropolitan University. But even if it's offered on a individual basis, it's a good program. And Kingston also have a good program in the UK. Again, if you think of Italy, we have IED, Instituto Europe de Design. They have campus in Milan, Rome, Florence. Florence campus is what the student has been preferring. Florence Design Academy also is there in Florence, in Italy. For Australia, you can the best university would be RMIT for design, and you have also programs in UNSW. You can think of going to France also, École Camando and Leisure School of Art and Design, and a lot of design schools everywhere. I've just covered you the top ones. Yeah. Uh, I think that's it from the questions. Should we continue? Ribuk, if you can go to the next slide, please. Uh, Sir, please tell me about language course regarding Spanish. I don't know if you're asking you want to study Spanish on a different level. I don't know.
So in India, like in Delhi, if you're interested, so there's an institute called Cervantes, Cerventes. So Cervantes is established by the government only, like Spain government. So they have presence across India. So Cervantes is the go-to institute for Spanish. You can learn the language and then you can build up your career. If you want integrated programs after 12th class, so JNU is the best with 5 years program, or Delhi University has Institute of Germanic Studies, where you can do a 3 year program. So these two places are for CUET only. Or EFL University there in Hyderabad. So EFL is the topmost university for foreign languages. You can go there also. Oh, Sanjay has you've done the course from Cervantes. Good, good, good. Ruchigor, the job market in Ireland is very good. I was a student. He, in fact, did not go to the topmost university for whatever reasons and had low marks. He went to Galloway, and we just came out, and starting salary is 2.5 lakh per month, which is not too great also. But like for a student who's a 60% in graduation in India, he would have not got anything. So there he has survived, and 1 year and not too much of expense also. I think he spent a total of, he was working side by side, he spent a total of maybe around 17, 18 lakh rupees for 1 year, and he has got a good job of 2.25, 2.3 lakhs per month. So it's a good thing which he has undertaken. So it has good. Prablin Kaur photography, you can go for Symbiosis Skills University. They have a degree program in photography. Ruchi, if you are asking about Ireland versus other universities or other places, so Germany has the highest number of jobs, and you can check out a website called EURES. Rebu, if you can write that, EURES, which is European Union Mobility Scheme, where you can check jobs available of any particular kind in any country in the 19 member countries. So check EURES. Yeah. Moon music, you have to sing first. You're not singing. This is not done. Why you're not singing? We can take you in the stream if you want and sing. Anyway, is this possible? Can we do Western music honors without giving CUT? I'll have to check this because DU has music honors. Open university you can do. Yes, yes, open university you can do. Moon music, in fact, I can connect you to I'm helping somebody with applications to universities largely in Europe and US also, and this person has been into singing and creation of sound, creation of this what do you call it, like digital music also. And he has done work for Sony Music, so done pretty well. अभी वो महीने के 80-90 हज़ार 1 लाख का भी 1.5 लाख कमा लेता है. So but he's still wanting more, obviously. So अभी 5-6 साल के बाद now he's looking at going in doing a management का music program. So I am giving him his application and everything, but I can connect you to this person also. No problem on music. You can come to our office and sing one day. हमारे यहाँ फन फ्राइडे होता है, तो फन फ्राइडे शाम को यू कैन कम एंड आई विल मेक एवरीवन सिंग. आकाश बट एक बार क्वेश्चन लिख दो यार, तुम्हारा
So
क्वेश्चन है रन अप
this
समवेयर.
question is MBA from University of Canada West Canada is a good option. Can get PR after 2 years experience after completion of MBA.
What
So
is UCW? What is
you,
UCW?
so it's a University of Canada West. Answer to
Oh,
Akash. So it's not a good university. First of all,
टॉप यूनिवर्सिटी तो नहीं है वो, मतलब टॉप 5
it's
में तो नहीं है.
it's not a good university, so we would not suggest you to go. I mean, a lot of students prefer because they have a very light admission requirement and so on and so on. But from see, this idea of the whole session is to aim for the best courses in the best universities. So UCW would not fit anywhere close to that. I hope I answered your question. Yeah, I mean, if we have left any question to be addressed, please rewrite so that we can see it again and address it for you. In the meantime, we'll take more discussion in the slides. So, Ribu, can you just so yeah, I mean, if you go on the previous slide once, Ribu. Uh, so we did cover the top job-oriented courses, the universities, and of course, in different countries, best possible options. But we need to also work on to understand how to crack those universities, how to get admission. So there are a lot of aptitude entrance based examination depending whether you should be going for GRE, GMAT, GRE focused, and other university specific examination. But generally speaking, for all the courses, you need to show your true interest towards the subject and should be a complete story. It's not like I found out about, I should be going for, let's say, environmental and climate management like 2 months ago. It should be like you should give a considerable amount of time realizing the subject, exploring the subject, and you feel okay. The university will give you the fill the gap that you have in the profile and continue. The options later on in terms of the career. So that is what you need to explore. And how would you explore? You will explore these in profile building. So we have certain students testimonials. They've done diverse set of activities when it comes to profile. We have covered mostly what is common in any subject for that matter. So we'll try to cover it now. If you come to the next slide, please, Ribu. So a research paper gives, because you're going for an academic program, you are coming from an academic route. So academic excellence or expertise can be or would be definitely demonstrate if you have a research paper published. Again, there are a lot of journals, Indian, international. We try to aim to get it published in the top journals international. So we have IJMRRS, uh, International Journal for Multidisciplinary Research, Review and Studies. One of the top research journal. Publication will be highly recognized, appreciated when you fill the application, depending on the subject and the type of the research as well. So, of course, if your research is good, then the journal will accept your research proposal. Next, please. So this is more on IJMRS. You have this is how it looks. You get the certificate for manuscript acceptance that you generally use it at the time of the application, together with the link of the program as well. Next, please. Most importantly, anything with business, anything with entrepreneurship, anything with work experience is the important part of the application. Your LinkedIn profile should look like this something. So again, this is just one example, but it should look like you already are in the process of your industry or the subject. It's just like you need university to give you what you don't have. So very important. Next, please. In general, how to build a global ready profile with respect to universities admission and study abroad, your academics, maintaining high GPA, again, anything which is 3 out of 4 from the US point of view, anything which is upper 2-1, which is 67 to 70% from a UK point of view, again, on a global context, is 3 out of 4 is what? So anything of 70% in general should be the minimum requirement in most of the top universities that we have covered in the discussion today, and in general also if we have not covered it. And then what they also look for, the new universities where they're highly innovating themselves, whether the business schools and so on, they generally look global exposure in your application also. So something that you have attended a conference, summer school, uh, have you taken an exchange semester, internship abroad, and so on, would definitely add value. uh, with your engagement in terms of your non-profits, which shows your leadership and impact. uh, Industry certifications, definitely helpful when you're going for engineering, even design, and so on. uh, Again, we have already covered LinkedIn presence, your personal website, if you are comfortable and if you're able to showcase what you vision yourself. So networking and branding comes into that. For also for you to understand how the subject is, if you're going for a specific major from a career point of view, you should also explore work experience and internships. I would say throughout your first, second, third year, 4 5 internships minimum that you should aim for, and every internship will move you a step closer to justifying your interest in the subject that you're applying, and which would make sense at the time of the application from a admissions point of view. Yeah, and then a lot of fellowships and scholarships are available. I think in the last event that we did, we specifically covered the top courses and the top universities available in those universities. So again, if you're something, I mean, very flexible, don't think the scholarships are not there. A lot of scholarships are there. It's just like we don't know about it, and we can explore it, we can apply it. There is no additional fees when it comes to applying for the scholarship, so it's a part of the process. Every student should apply for scholarship, but at the same time you should be realistic whether you should put that much amount of effort working for scholarship. I mean, if someone comes with 55% and says I want scholarship, answer is no. If someone comes with, let's say, 7 CGPA, a decent profile, and then of course we should explore scholarship. We have amazing responses, successful scholarship applications, particularly at our center, ranging from 100% to 10% for that matter. Right, so we have good universities admissions coming in with scholarships as well. Just sharing. Next, please. So, sir, I would also like if you can put bit information on Japan, please.
Yeah, so I remember meeting somebody, and I was sending his son to US, and so this gentleman does a lot of work in Japan. So there are some institutions who have been taking students and giving good scholarships. So I I found that one for nursing, people are doing nursing from India, and this gentleman was giving them 6 months of training in Japanese language, and then they were joining Japan, like joining the hospitals in Japan or nursing care establishments at a starting salary of 1,80,000 rupees. And subsequently, we researched more and we found that Japan needs people because of geriatric population, old population. So a lot of people then started going. Already, even I have friends who work in Japan. Like they went to, they were data science professional or AIML professionals or cloud computing, or some management professionals, finance professional. And then we started sending students also. So University of Tokyo, University of Kyoto, and you'll be surprised the kharcha is not that much. A typical kharcha might be anything from 6-7 lakh rupees to 11 lakh rupees per annum. Yeah, though living expenses are quite high, but you can earn that on the side also. And because of a geriatric population not growing, so they need more people. So that's why India Japanese, they have a good combination. So you can check that out. And moon music, इग्नो के बजाय अगर DU करोगे तो अच्छा रहेगा. I'm just checking with my CUT expert. So the question, Akshay, is he's sitting here with me. School doesn't provide music as a subject, so CUT कर सकती हैं, कैसे करेंगी? Like how does she go about it? I'm sure she can take other subjects. Music के लिए चाहिए भी सही CUT या audition होगा, because earlier they were only doing audition. So we are just checking that up and we'll just get back to you in 2 minutes. So, हाँ. So we are just checking it, and meanwhile we'll just continue. So Moon Music, just stay for 5 minutes. We'll just answer this question. But मैं बताऊंगा तभी जब तुम म्यूजिक सिखाओगे, मुझे भी सिंगिंग सिखाओगे. So I can also sing. Most of the training is classical music. तो वेस्टर्न का म्यूजिक नहीं मिलेगा. जैसे वेस्टर्न का अगर DU में जाओगे तो इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक की ट्रेनिंग मिलेगी, वेस्टर्न की नहीं मिलेगी. But while doing that, you can work with Delhi Music Academy or a couple of other people. Huh, but I'll just see if I can connect you to somebody who has done music. So if you WhatsApp on this number, Ribu, if you can put one of my numbers, so just WhatsApp and I'll connect you to somebody जो कि इस समय लंदन में है, and that girl is totally into music and she is into Western and then Indian classical, और उसने म्यूजिक में ही करियर बनाया है. And I'll connect you to this guy also जो अभी हमारे पास आए, जिसको हम मैनेजमेंट के लिए भेज रहे हैं. So Tarun, you can continue.
Sure. So, I mean, if you see Japan, we have already covered, but the idea for the destinations that we'll cover in the presentation now would be mostly, uh, considering your return of investment. You're not spending a lot, but you're getting good ROI of that. So we have covered the destinations which are actually truly giving you ROI. This is up to date information, like as of now, right? So Italy, again, you need a lot of research when it comes to public university research. Mean in terms of the university's eligibility, we have expertise, we have processes to help you with that. The universities where you do get English taught program specific to the subjects in the public universities as well. Of course, there are a lot of private universities, a lot of good universities. Marangani is one of the example, and a lot of other universities, SD Bakoni, where there are, the tuition fees would cost at least 20,000 euros, somewhere around 18 to 22 lakhs. Living expenses in Italy a bit higher, especially if you are in Milan, Florence, Rome, and the top cities, approximately 10 to 12 lakhs per annum. But opportunity exists in fashion. We have a lot of students going for fashion design in Italy. Applications offers already with us. Students are moving towards the visa stage. So within design as well, and automotive industries as well. So I have student. He was looking for the top universities everywhere for automotive, uh, applied almost everywhere, US, UK, and eventually went to Italy for the bachelor's, and he's happy with the response from the professors and general, student experience for that matter. Next, please. France. we did cover about France a bit in the previous slides, but again, so for non-EU students, you can also pay very less fees for certain courses, but again, French would be required. We have classes international where you study French for your first year. If you're in France, you can take. I mean, a lot of schools would have French as a language. You can visit, French embassy or centers in Jaipur and other cities as well, not just in Delhi. Take the French courses if you're thinking to settle down or at least to take your major in France. That will give you a lot of benefits, for example, firstly in the tuition fees and also in terms of the acceptance, because France is a country, they would want you to know French for anything. Like if you want to take a job later on, yes, the French would be recommended. Strong prospects in luxury goods, aerospace. I already said in the beginning when we started, tech sectors. I also mentioned here in the presentation the French language skills are advantageous, right? So if you have amazing destination, very right destination. Uh, Currently, a lot of students. If I talk about the data from the French embassy, it's approximately 60% more what it used to be 3 years down the line in terms of international students, not just from India, across the globe. So, as a study destination where you can justify your ROI, France can be an ideal choice. Next, please, Rivu. Netherlands, amazing India Netherlands corridor. I have personally 8 to 10 students, people who are able to secure jobs, admissions in Netherlands, working high-paying jobs. Some of them also taking their pets along. So, kind of those stories with Netherlands. For non-EU, 15,000, 6 to 15,000 is comparatively less if we talk about UK, US, Australia. That's why a shift to Netherlands for Indian students also. It's very, very, very competitive to get in. For bachelor's level, there is specific MAST course. We call it QMPT, if I recall it right. Expensive test to give, but universities are amazing. You have University of Amsterdam, Erasmus, TU Delft, Maastricht, Eindhoven, Leiden, and so on. Living expense is also moderate, from 9 lakhs to 12 lakhs approximately. Close to Germany, close to France, close to UK. They share the sea border. There is an English channel also, but just sharing a lot of, you're on the central in terms of Europe if you go study in Netherlands. Next, please. Germany again has been and still the top preference when it comes to engineering, automotive, IT. Uh, on a master's level, on a bachelor's level, I would hardly recommend that we should first learn German. German should be, we should know at least B1 level German, even if it's an English taught program. 13 years of education is mandatory. You can't directly go for a bachelor's degree program. There are ways around it. If someone is strongly aiming to go to Germany, you can get in touch with us. We can help you in finding the right options. And we have been helping students for Germany. Next, please, Ribu. Finland. Finland, Jitin sir says, is next Canada. In terms of weather, in terms of opportunities, in terms of permanent residency later on. So for Indians specifically, it's a very ideal choice if you're looking for long-term settlement. Of course, there are a lot of things that you need to understand. It's not that easy. If I say it, you're able to manage that. But if you plan it, study well, find a job, then you can settle in Finland. Finland is very, you get a good high-paying salary, happy country, so everything is good. But for non-EU, fees can be a bit higher compared to other like Germany, Netherlands, even France. But definitely from an ROI point of view, it's a destination to explore, right? For not just for the students, for anyone who is involved in the student industry for that matter. And if someone is joining from a company and so on in the YouTube live session, not sure. Again, tech plus design plus sustainability, um, sectors or the bachelor's or master's program should be more for tech and design. Next, please, Ribu. We have already covered UAE through Gulf discussion, but again, a lot of UK universities, American university, Australian universities are in UAE. uh, Safety near to home. A lot of Indians, 60% are own real estate owned in Dubai by Indians. A lot of job opportunities, high salary, everything is perfect right now. So you can think of, so the model would look like you'll have mostly evening classes, though you also have morning classes. So you can work part time, which is to an extent like full time work during your studies also. And it's like you're covering, you're balancing both earning and studying. So if any of the attendees, kind of looking for, oh, I can't leave my job, but I need masters also, so Dubai can be an ideal place. Or I can't spend that much, so you can earn. Dubai would be an ideal choice. My parents would not send to far away. Ideal choice. I want to be a business person, entrepreneurship, ideal choice. And Jitin sir would also say,
I was just answering a question. Moon Musica, we just took out the details. So CUT भी है, performance based test भी है. So any one language like Moon Music, you will take up English, performing arts, and any two subjects, out of which one should be from list B1. So if you're studying pol science or history, geography, whatever, you can take that. Uh, so yeah, इसमें है one language like English, any two subjects from list B1, मतलब academic subjects, any subjects from B1 or B2. तो अगर परफॉर्मेंस नहीं भी लोगे तब भी जा सकते. So this is for BA Honors Hindustani Music, vocal, instrumental, जिसमें included है sitar, sarod, guitar, violin and santoor. Yeah, I hope you're listening. And second is BA Honors Hindustani Music, percussion, इसमें तबला और पखवाज. और इसमें क्या होता है, इसमें भी सेम है. तो तुम परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट्स वाला टेस्ट नहीं दो और दो और सब्जेक्ट्स कर लोगी तब भी कर सकते हैं. You can check all this detail on NTA. And third one is be on Karnataka music, vocal instrumental, basically veena or violin. So इसमें भी English, any two subjects from list B1, मतलब academic subjects, और एक और subject from B1 और B2. तो अगर physical education है, home science है, तो एक वैसे भी कर सकते हैं. तो इस तरह से होगा. So you can just check this out. ये NTA की वेबसाइट पर मिला है. Yes, sir.
yeah.
एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन, मैथ है मंत्रा, इंडियन यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पीजी इन साइकोलॉजी. सो दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में अच्छा है, अंबेडकर यूनिवर्सिटी यहाँ दिल्ली में ही है, एंड देन IAPR, क्राइस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी, गौतम बुद्ध यूनिवर्सिटी, ये सब अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी है. Academy of Applied Arts. So one of my student actually did it. I think it's in Lajpat Nagar if I'm not mistaken. Ring road पर ही है. So she appreciated the quality. As such कोई मतलब डिग्री का कोई वैल्यू वगैरह नहीं है, but the quality of the institution is decent. But I can look at other institutions also. Tarun, all yours.
Yeah. So our last segment of today's discussion would be also understanding post-study work opportunities. So what we'll also look at, explore, would be your post-study work visa specific to the countries, and from a post-study work opportunities in terms of PSW, we have covered the destination. So Australia would be again a good option. It says you have 4 years of post study work permit, but that's more all depending on what you're studying there. Whether if you're doing on a researched manner, whether it's a taught program, but then 2 to 4 years is what you can think of. Uh, Again, for Australia, if anyone is applying on their own or with anyone, if you guys in the process, please make sure you apply for a 2 years program, not 1 year's program. Otherwise, you won't be eligible for the post study work permit. Uh, Germany, you have 18 months of duration on a post study work permit. Uh, you are eligible if you have done your bachelor's from any German universities. And if you have a German language on a bachelor's level, you're pretty much likely to get a job in like 3, 4, 5 months after your graduation. On a master's level, also, if you're in Frankfurt, Berlin, Munich, Dresden, Hamburg, the jobs are there for international students. Next, please. Ribu. Again, New Zealand right now, I would say it was a top choice because of the COVID. They shut down the borders till the longest time. But again, a lot of students are now willing. Students were willing to go to New Zealand anyway, but the options are there to look for New Zealand as a option, wherein you depending on your level, whether it's NQF level, 6, 7, 8, you get a post study work permit. Eligibility would be any New Zealand institution, universities. There are very few top universities: Auckland, AUT, Waikato. We have the student who is going for a clinical psychology program by research for AUT, and she got offer from a lot of universities. Very tough to get in, just sharing. But and we have a few more students who are applying for diverse programs. Even for hospitality, is a good private institute, have campuses everywhere. New Zealand is also what you can look for. Australia, New Zealand, if someone is planning, you should plan ahead of time because they have capping of the number of international students entering the country, which is regardless of any subjects, any university. It's a government overall capping. Any international student on any level, PG, UG, doctorate, pathways, even school, the capping is approximately 1.5 to 2 lakh students per annum, right? Ireland, a very good destination. If you're going there for a bachelor's program, you get only 12 months of stay back. But if you're going there for 20, if you're going there for a PG program, then you get a 2 years of stay back, which is equivalent to UK. So a lot of students who might be experiencing from their family information or relatives or friends studying in the UK, jobs are less. So Ireland can be an ideal choice, but depending on the sector, what course you're studying there, and of course which university. So a lot of things comes into the picture when you make an informed decision. As I said, we are here to help you with any such decision making, research, discussions, and the entire process we take care of. Next, please, Ribu. Netherlands, again, an ideal choice. If you see a lot of reputation from a diverse understanding when it comes to looking the top universities, sectors, a post-study work permit, top oriented course. So Netherlands, France, Ireland, Australia, Finland would be common. So of course, these are the emerging destinations. So Netherlands, 1 year of stay back, more than enough to figure out your job. uh, Again, if you're from the top 200 universities, is smoothless, but from any Dutch university, you're eligible to apply. Some countries, for example, Australia, would be more of like domain specific. Let's say if you get a job in this domain, then it's easy to get PR and TR, temporary residence, and so on. But Netherlands is very open to any role, it's just like you should be get employed by the employment, giving a minimum salary, which is as per this minimum wage, as per the Netherlands government. France has APS, authorization provision des jours, temporary residence permit, 12 months. Again, on a graduate's level or on a master's level, it's same. And again, you don't have to have any specific industry job. You can, if you get a job, minimum wage as per the government, you're pretty much sorted in terms of your contract with the employer and also extending it further, and then looking for permanent residency or citizenship based on how much time you already spent there, learning language, no defaults, and so on. Right? Next, please, Ripu. This is a basic comparison. We have taken it kind of a top education places. US tuition fees somewhere around 35 to 55 for a decent university. Living cost is the most expensive in the US. 14 to 16 lakhs minimum. Duration on a bachelor's level 4 years. Uh, Again, post study work permit, job search visa, or whatever you want to call it, 1 to 3 years, depending on whether it's STEM or non STEM. UK ranges from 17 to 35 tuition fees only. UK, London, maybe even 16 lakhs per annum, but 12 to 14 lakhs living. Uh, Duration 3 years on a bachelor's level, 2 years of post study work permit, regardless of you're going for UG or PG. Australia, 18 to 30 lakhs, depending on the universities, whether it's a G8 or other universities. Living cost, 8 to 10 lakhs, can be a bit more if you're in Sydney and Melbourne, but you can earn part-time job, 20 hours allowed everywhere. You can earn decent amount. You should work part-time to get professional, cultural understanding that will help you to get a graduate job, like a full-time job after your degree. Uh, Post study work permit, we have already covered. Canada, less students are going, very less students are going, a bit of not very ideal choice to go, but top universities would remain the top anyway. 18 to 38 lakhs. Living is a bit higher than what is written here right now because of the crisis. So, somewhere around 12 to 15 lakhs, depending on where you're going as well. Duration 4 years on a bachelor's level, follows the US system. And you get 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, depending on the course and the interview for the post study work permit later on. Germany, tuition fees for some programs are less, not even existing. You pay a semester fees, 300 euros, 600 euros for mostly tech, master's program, or on a bachelor's program also, if you know German. Living cost, not more than 8 to 9 lakhs. If you know German, you can earn this much money easily. You can earn more. 3 years of bachelor's, even on engineering side. And you have a 18 months of post-study work permit. SAG Republic, Prague, very good universities, Charles University, very old, and a lot of other universities also. Comes in Eastern Europe, I would say Central Europe, close to Germany border. You can take a bus from Germany to Prague, 8 hours, 9 hours journey. Beautiful city. I've visited it multiple times. Good universities. A lot of Eastern European students are coming, even for Central European countries. They're coming, studying, job opportunities. Language can be a barrier, but you can move to any EU country after studying in Prague. Uh, Annual fees, as I said, is very less. If you see, it's the lowest to an extent, 3 to 15 lakhs. Uh, Duration 4 to 6 years because they also have an integrated program. Uh, so a post-study work permit 1.5 lakhs. Netherlands, the tuition fees 17 to 18 lakhs. Living would be not more than 8 to 10. Duration will be 3 years. Post study work permit is 1 year. And for some cases, for PhD, it's more. Ireland, ideal choice 15 to 22 English speaking on a tuition fees, 8 to 10 on living. That's also on the higher side. And Duration 3 years. Post study work permit, depending on whether you're going for bachelor's, master's, 1 or 2 years. Singapore approximately 18 to 22, living 8 to 10, duration 3 years, or can be more 3.5 depending on the course you're going with. Post study work permit, zero. So you have to find the job together with the studies, otherwise, you come back to India. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this information. Again, this is more or less a general idea. Some universities, for some programs, so it should be a personalized research. Okay, so again, you can get in touch with us as soon as possible. Even if you're going 3 years down the line, it's better to do your research now. It's better to start your research now, to aim for better scholarships, universities, and everything together would make sense or would be important for you to get jobs later on in that country. So we can guide you what you should do now, even if you're applying after 2 years, or 3 years, or even 4 years for that matter, right? So making a profile and languages, again, if you're looking for Europe, would be crucial. Next, Sivu, please. So, in short, we have also given you how we can help you. More or less, we have already covered, but Jitin sir would also put more insight.
So Sanjay ji was asking about Spanish. So yeah, so see, there are two, three main ways to look at it. A lot of good work happens if you work with some software companies or companies providing technical services in that other country. So, for example, nuclear software does a lot of work in Japan. So they need Japanese language experts, they need Korean language experts, and so on. So if there are organizations working in Spain, maybe from India, so you'll get a good work opportunity. Second is in teaching, where you can work with schools, colleges, and so on. Third is you can work with media organizations, and fourth is with embassies or any international organization which might require these services. मून म्यूजिक सीयूटी ना देकर वेस्टर्न म्यूजिक डायरेक्टली इग्नू से कर लो यार। अगर तुम्हारा वैसे ही बहुत अच्छा है एंड यू नो यू आर वेरी गुड एट परफॉर्मिंग, तो मैं तुम्हारी जगह होता, अगर मुझे इग्नू से करना होता तो मैं एक अपना यूट्यूब चैनल बनाऊंगा और एक पॉडकास्टिंग चैनल, और उसमें मैं छा जाऊंगा। मतलब यूट्यूब पे अगर तुम्हारे पास 10,000 15,000 कुछ ऐसे फॉलोअर्स हैं, एंड देन यू आर गोइंग टू अ म्यूजिक अकेडमी ट्राइंग टू वर्क विद देम, और गोइंग टू अ स्कूल एंड ट्राइंग टू वर्क विद देम, तो इग्नू की डिग्री चल जाएगी। मतलब अगर तुम्हारे पास प्रैक्टिकली देखो, तुम दिखा सकती हो कि देखो मेरा म्यूजिक कितना अच्छा है, एंड यू हैव ऑलरेडी 10,000 पीपल फॉलोइंग यू ऑन यूट्यूब एटलीस्ट, या मे बी लाख ऑफ पीपल व्हाटएवर। मुझे पता नहीं है अभी है कि नहीं तुम्हारा। ऐसे ही पॉडकास्ट यू आर डूइंग एंड यू आर यूजिंग इट टू प्रोपेगेट, या स्पॉटिफाई में तुम्हारा प्रेजेंस है एंड यू आर बिल्डिंग अप। तो अगर ये सब मेरे पास है, तो फिर मेरे को डिग्री की इतना चिंता नहीं है। जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ फॉर्मेलिटी मेरे पास इग्नू ले रहा हूँ। लेकिन अगर ये सब नहीं है, खाली इग्नू के डिग्री के बेसिस पे तुम कहीं जॉब मांगने जाओगे तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला, क्योंकि इग्नू को फिर उतना नहीं मानते लोग। तो इस तरह से अगर अपना एक्सपीरियंस दिखा के और देन यू कैन गो फॉर इग्नू, देन इट्स फाइन। Praveen, you can check our videos on gaming. We have 3 videos on our YouTube channel. Ribu, if you can put our YouTube channel link here. रिवो एक बारी वो यूट्यूब चैनल का ये इसका लिंक दे दो या। So you can check this out, guys. We have got 260 plus videos, and I did a lot of work during Corona time and after that. But you can just check it out; it will really help you. So just go through it, and like CUT के ऊपर है, you know, gaming के ऊपर 3 videos हैं. So gaming में opportunities हैं, but depends कि क्या करते हो. Are you a creative person? Are you a programming person? And accordingly, you can figure out. Okay, with this, I wish you all the best. Any help you need, you can be in touch. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Have a good evening.
And in case you're really confused, come for an aptitude testing and career counseling. If you want our help in helping you going to the topmost university in the world, you can again connect with us, and we provide the best resources. I have helped people build their profile right from ninth class, and they've gone to top universities. I have students studying at Columbia. I have students studying at Cornell, UC Berkeley. We have students at LSE. In fact, there's three students will be going this year. I've got Amol Arora who's going to Aalto University in Finland with a 100% scholarship, zero kharcha. Then I've got 16 people going to University of Melbourne. Then a lot of people to Frankfurt Institute of Finance and Technology, University of Amsterdam in Netherlands, VU in Netherlands. So I mean, all over the world, we keep on sending students. We have an excellent team. We have a total of 36 people working full time, 28 people, and rest 8 people are working from home. So you can be in touch and interact with us to understand how we can help you be successful in your career. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for joining again. Thank you.